Hi, this is Din again. Welcome back to my channel, Filipinos Retires Home. It's raining outside and that's our first rain since 4 weeks ago. Can you believe that? Anyway, I accept the blessing and I thank you, dear Lord, that we have finally had some rain. And it's breaking also the temperature because we've been having a very high temperature here, like 98, 99 Fahrenheit with heat index like 101 to 105. I know probably some part of the United States has higher heat index than ours, but it's still very high for me. Otherwise, we're gonna be talking about simple living in the Philippines. A lot of expats, a lot of Filipinos who retires, they normally say they want to go to the Philippines to live a simple life. It's really, to me, living a simple life is according to what or to how you define what simple living is, okay? So when you go there, if you're gonna say simple life as a Filipino style, that's a different type of simple living. Because if you live in the city, you're gonna be in the slum area, you're gonna be with people who struggles every day for their common needs. So the simple living, they don't even have really a good plumbing and living in squatter. So, but they are living very, very simple. And some people who they are in farms and they have their own animals. They live a simple life, of course, because they have modest houses and their houses are very temporary, no formal plumbing. They have to dig their own septic tank. They have to catch their water from the rain. Or some has water from the river, something like that. Now you will say it's simple living. But when a foreigner sometimes, or those retired Filipinos abroad, they go to the Philippines, would say, I want a simple living. And yet demand a lot of conveniences that they're used to in their adopted countries. Okay, I have to have something like this. I have to have a house. It's a small house, but it's only like maybe 2,000 square feet house. It has to really have, you know, you don't have to do air conditioning, not centralized, but they have air conditioning in every room, okay? They have maids, they have to have maids, they have to have a landscaper, and so on and so forth, all those conveniences. And yet, they define that as living simple in the Philippines. In fact, they're living like kings and queens, right? So it all depends on how you define it, okay? To me, I would say, I would like to live simple, but I have to have the comfort. The reason is, I'm using, okay, I have a nice home that I built, enough for the two of us to go around with our wheelchair someday. I wish that we do not have to have that. But anyway, it's a nice home and we have water heater, but it is only when necessary, like taking shower. We have air conditioning, but we have those inverters. We do not have air conditioning air conditioning unit in our living rooms, just in our bedrooms. Otherwise, our water, we have to dig our own well. So it's basically self-generating area, sustainable. We use the water from the rain. We use the water underground. And maybe we will have solar panel. And yet we say it's gonna be a simple living, right? So it really is depending on how you define what kind of simple living you have, because sometimes people from United States live a very modest life, and then when they go to the Philippines with those social security, that amount would go a long way, and they live a very comfortable life, and yet they will define it as a simple living. But some expats also are not too fortunate to have really little income, little social security, that they cannot really live comfortably here. They are almost like in the poverty level if they would live here. But when they go to United States, I mean the Philippines, they can buy some stuff good enough for a farm and maybe really live simple, like what I mentioned. So that simple living is deceiving. So don't deceive yourself that you're gonna have to maintain that simple living. So it all depends. And anyway, that's just a thought that came into my head to talk to you about simple living in the Philippines. Thank you guys, and have a safe day. Bye-bye.